So happy US Independence Day, happy 4th of July. It's time to be patriotic, so this is the look that I'm gonna do for you, which incorporates the red, white, and blue. And it's a very simple look without being overwhelming and without being too crazy, and it's something that I think is definitely wearable for the majority of people. So if you want to see how I did this look, it's a spangled liner look. No, okay, it's a speckled eyeliner look with red, white, and blue, and it's really fun, it's really interesting, and I paired it with a nice bold red lip, which I actually love this lipstick that I use. So if you want to see how I did this look, definitely stay tuned for the tutorial, and I'll talk to you soon. So here's an up close view of the look that we're going for. So let's get right into it. So first I'm applying a primer. This is my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion, and I'm applying that all over my lid up to my brow to help prevent creasing throughout wear. Then I'm grabbing my Lane Low Paint Pot from MAC, which is a neutral beigey color. I'm applying that all over my lid using my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And this is going to even out the color on my eyelid as well as give our eyeshadow something to stick to. And I'm grabbing a skin tone color, and this is Creme Brulee eyeshadow from Makeup Geek, and it's just a matte beigey skin tone shade, and I'm applying that in my crease area to help with blending, and I'm just going back and forth just to lay that color down. I'm grabbing a shimmery golden shade and applying it to my inner tear duct using my MAC 239 eyeshadow brush, and this is just going to pack on the color, and I'm doing tapping motions to deposit that color just on the inner lid and tear duct area. For my eyelid, I'm applying a shimmery taupe shade, and this is Homecoming eyeshadow from Makeup Geek again, and I'm just applying that using tapping motions on the middle of my lid. I'm now grabbing Cocoa Bear eyeshadow, also from Makeup Geek, and I'm applying that in very light, feathery motions in my crease area using a fluffy blending brush. This is the J5523 brush from Hakuhodo. I'm just using light windshield wiper motions to deposit that color very lightly in the crease. Then I'm grabbing a darker brown eyeshadow. This is Ground Brown from MAC, and I'm using this to deepen up the outer C area of my lid, and I'm using a blending brush. This is a more tapered blending brush. This is from Chikuhodo, and they're available on Beautylish, and this is the GSN number 10 eyeshadow brush. So I'm just using this just to define the outer C and blend it upwards into the crease. I'm also grabbing just a touch of the Cocoa Bear eyeshadow and the Ground Brown shade mixed together and just feathering it on the outer lid area with that same blending brush. Then I'm grabbing a matte neutral beige shade, and this is Bamboo eyeshadow from MAC, and applying that as my highlight under my brow using my MAC 252 eyeshadow brush. Then on my lower lash line, I'm using my Marine Ultra Chromographic pencil, which is this vivid deep blue shade, and I'm just applying that on my lower lash line pretty thickly, and then I'm just blending that out with my flat top definer brush from MAC. This is the MAC 212, and I'm just going back and forth over that color just to fade it out a little bit so it's not such a harsh line. Then I'm grabbing my NARS China Blue eyeshadow, which is a rich velvety matte blue shade, and I'm applying that along the lower lash line with the same definer brush and just getting right along the lashes. Then you can go ahead and just blend the edges out with a small blending brush. This is just my J5529 small blending brush from Hakuhodo. Then I'm just going to apply very little of the Glamorous eyeshadow, that golden shade, shimmery shade we used in the inner tear duct, and I'm applying that on the inner lower lash line using a small pencil brush. This is the G5515 brush from Hakuhodo. Now we can start out with the upper lash line, and I'm going to line my inner upper lash line with my Urban Decay 24/7 waterproof liquid eyeliner. This is in the shade Sabbath, and I'm just taking this about a third of the way in on my upper lash line. And just build up that color until you get the desired intensity. While that dries, I'm just going to quickly line my lower waterline with my L'Oreal Infallible Gel Eyeliner in Blackest Black, and this is my Sigma E05 liner brush. And to create a very defined outer wing, I'm using my Noir Cream Eyeliner from Laura Mercier and my MAC 263 liner brush. I'm creating a straight line first, and then I'm bringing it in a winged shape just on the outer lid. So I'm not completing the wing, I'm just bringing it in about a third of the way in from the outer lash line area. Now for the middle of the lash line, we are going to do the speckled effect, and I'm using 4 different colors for this. I'm using a white liner, and this is from Milani. It's one of their color play liners, and it's called White Line. I'm also using a medium blue shade, and this is Blue Definition, also one of the color play liners from Milani, and I'm just doing dotting effects over where we placed the white line. Then we're grabbing that dark blue that we used on the inner lash line, and again it's Sabbath from Urban Decay, and I'm just again doing speckling dotting motions on that middle lid area. And then for the red, I'm using an Aqualiner from Makeup Forever, and this is in the shade number 10, which is just a sparkly red. And you're gonna go back and forth going over the colors and creating that speckled effect, so it looks like the dots kind of melt together rather than being harsh and standing out. So just go back and forth, apply more color till you get the desired effect. And there you have it. I have the speckled middle liner, and then the inner and outer liner are solid colors. So go ahead and apply your mascara. I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex, and I'm making sure I get full coverage on my upper and lower lashes. And we know the mascara smudge happens to the best of us, so just grab a dry Q-tip, and once the mascara smudge dries, just go over it quickly and pick up that product. And it shouldn't disturb your eyeshadow too much because you're taking it off when it's dry, and you're using a dry Q-tip. And you can just go over it with your brushes and just clean up any smudges that need a little bit more blending in. And for my lashes, I'm using my Outer Beauty lashes in the style Goddess, which are nice and natural, and they'll be perfect for this look. So here are the eyes completely done. So let's move on to the rest of the face. Now we're moving on to the lips, and of course I'm gonna go for a red lip, because if for no other day in the year, Independence Day is the day to rock a red lip and just go all out. So I'm gonna start out by outlining my lips with my Cherry Lip Pencil from MAC, which is a rich cherry red color, and it's one of my favorite red lip pencils. So if you were looking for a red lip pencil that's just gonna go with most red lipsticks, definitely check out Cherry from MAC. So I'm gonna outline my lips, fill it in. I'm gonna kind of overline my top lip just to make it a nice pouty lip. Then for the actual lip color, I'm using one of Smashbox's Let Be Legendary lipsticks, which are new to their line, and this is in Infrared Matte. So it's a matte red, but it's a very comfortable matte red. It's not a drying, overly matte red. It's actually a nice, comfortable matte. So if you're looking for a nice red lipstick, it's a nice blue red. It's nice and rich, and I think it will go with a lot of skin tone. So definitely try this one out. Again, it's Infrared Matte. So I'm not going to do a lip gloss or anything with this lip. I'm going to leave it as it is because it makes a statement by itself. But with a red lip, you want to make sure you have a nice crisp line. So I'm going to do a little cleanup with my concealer. This is the shade number 6 from Anastasia. And I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 18 brush. and just, this is a concealer brush, so it has a really defined edge. So I'm gonna just go around the edges of my lips, clean up that line to make it nice and crisp. And the key thing with this is you want to use a concealer that's actually very close to your skin tone. If it's not your skin tone, it should be very, very close to it, because you don't want to have a lighter concealer, because it's going to show that you kind of applied concealer on your lips and it's going to look stupid. So just use a concealer that's around your skin tone. You can also use foundation for this, and just outline the edges of your lips to make sure that you have a nice crisp line. So if you have anything going over the line, just use your brush now to really create that sharp edge to the lipstick. And then the next step after doing that, you want to blend out this line and fade it into your foundation. You do not want this line to stand out, because it will be obvious on your face. So just go ahead and blend that in with your foundation. I'm just using my Stila number 33 brush to blend that in around the edges of my lips. So now that we have that nice perfect red lip that's so patriotic for today, let's move on to the rest of the face. For the cheeks, I'm going in with Bite of an Apple blush from MAC, which is this reddish matte blush. It's a more toned down reddish pink more than a bright pink, and I'm applying that with my S135 brush from Cosette. And Bite of an Apple, Big Apple, like, it just, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, well, anyway, just blend that in over your cheeks just to give a nice pop of color on your cheeks, and this is going to look like you've been in the sun, you've gotten a flush, and it's nice and flattering. Then of course you can't forget to contour with this look, so I'm going to use my number 2 sculpting kit from Makeup Forever, and they have repackaged these and they're now being sold at Sephora as well. They used to sell them at Sephora, but then they stopped, and I got this at Makeup Forever, but you can get this at Sephora now. They're a little bit expensive, but I mean, they are worth the investment because it's a nice sculpting powder. So I'm just going to apply this to the hollows of my cheeks with my Sigma Angle Top Kabuki and just blend that in for a nice subtle contour. I'm also going to contour a little bit down my nose, and this is Tarte the Sculptor Contouring Face Slenderizer, and I like this product because it gives a very subtle contoured look to your nose without being overwhelming, and it's not a very dark shade and it's not overly pigmented, but it still gives that contoured effect without being overwhelming. So I really, really like this product. This is one of my top products actually this month. Then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with my Chikuhodo contour brush, and it's just a very small flat top brush, and just blend that in. It's very soft, so it's nice. I'm trying out these new Chikuhodo brushes that I ordered from Beautylish, and they're actually pretty cool, so I'm just going to blend that in and just fade it in so it doesn't look as harsh. Not that it looks harsh, but you know. Then after I contoured, I said, why not do some highlighting? So I'm going to go in with my Shea Moisture Concealer. This is the shade Havasu Hazel, which I actually picked up the other shade of this that I didn't have, and that is the shade Waimea Bay Porcelain, which is actually perfect for my skin tone. So if you were thinking about getting the Shea Moisture Concealer and you're my complexion, the Waimea Bay Porcelain is actually perfect, and the Havasu Hazel is great for highlighting. So I'm going to pop a little bit of this under my, just a little bit, under my eyes, right in the center of the bridge of my nose, and a little bit in my forehead. I'm not doing too much with this. I'm just doing a very slight highlight, and this is the perfect product for that because it's light, it's creamy, but it's not like a really thick highlight product. So just apply that, and I'm going to blend that in using my, what did I use for this? I used my Tarte dual ended brush with a pointed edge and a sponge on the end, which is a nice handy brush. I just blended the concealer out in my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and the pointed tip really allows you to get into precise corners. So under my eyes, blend it in, nothing too crazy, and then I just use the sponge tip to fade it in under my eyes because it has a nice sponge tip. I mean, this is gonna be a pain to clean, but anyway, blend it in, and yeah, then we're gonna move on now and grab my foundation brush, my Tarte Kabuki Airbuki brush, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges in my forehead because I'm not gonna apply any contour product up there, but I want this highlight to blend in with the foundation so it doesn't look too stark and crazy. So I'm just gonna blend that in with my foundation brush, and it has a little product on it so it will easily fade that into my foundation. And then to set the concealer under my eyes, I'm using my pressed powder from Shea Moisture again. This is Yala Golden, and it's a nice golden yellow shade. And it's a little bit better alternative to banana powder because it is not as light yellow as banana powder, and it's a nice creamy finish. So I'm just going to apply that again with a Tarte dual-ended brush, and this I think is the contour brush. And I'm just applying that over the highlighted areas just to set everything in place so it doesn't move. And then to highlight this sucker and really make everything come together and give me a nice glow, I'm going to use my illuminating powder from Shea Moisture, again one of my favorites. And this is the Vanuatu Nude shade, and it's an absolutely glorious champagne shade with a slight pink undertone. And I'm going to apply that again with one of my Chikuhodo brushes. This is the GSN 04 brush, and I'm just going to apply that on the tops of my cheeks, blend it in, and give me that nice simple glow. So there you go, guys, that's the completed look. And I think it's a really subtle and fun look for the summer and for July 4th because it is still incorporating the blue, white, and red, white, and blue, I should say. And it's still subtle enough where it's not like, oh my god, what is she doing? I love the red lip and I love the eyeliner. It's different. It's not just a simple blue eyeliner. You know, it's a different take on eyeliner. So if you like the look, definitely hit thumbs up. Why not? Give me some feedback, right? And if you haven't subscribed, definitely hit subscribe as well to see more videos like this. And I'll leave links below to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages where you can follow me along there, where I usually post looks. I post my manicure pictures as well, so you can check that out. And have a safe and happy Independence Day. I love you guys, and I am in the process of uploading and, well, editing and uploading my answering questions video. And if you haven't checked out my car chats, also check that out and subscribe to my new channel, which is not really new, but it's newly getting videos on it. It's the More Than Fancy page, and that's where I'm gonna start doing my car chats. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you so much. Bye.